I did have a great pleasure in inviting you all for this press meet. And I'm very happy to tell you all that the pride is elevated when I'm sharing dais with Professor Javed Iqbal and Dr. Venugopalachari. Dr. Venugopalachari had been a friend of mine for a few decades. And he's a doctor. He had been Minister of Power, Government of India. And I know the tenure when a lot of power projects and a lot of support was given to non-conventional energy those days. And then we have my colleagues, Dr. Rubina, and then Dr. Chandrakant, Dr. Ravichan, Dr. Naresh, who are all participants in this project of combating coronavirus. We all know that a year back, human life started feeling miserable when we started hearing about deaths of many people. And as we people started relaxing last year, the second wave has erupted and shown its wrath by killing even people of younger age. This is a situation where governments and all over the world had been using medicines only on emergency use permissions because it's all running on trial and error method. Because the disease is unknown, it's a new disease which is thrust on human being, and scientific community is not prepared to understand and combat it instantaneously. Professor Javed Iqbal was involved from the day one. He's an ex-director of CSIR, and then he had spent a lot of time teaching chemistry in Germany, UK, US, as well as he was heading Dr. Reddy's R&D Center, Life Sciences. And he was one of the key initiators in the beginning with me to start this nutraceutical product, to develop a nutraceutical product which can combat COVID. He has taken pains and he has written to many governments telling the efficacy about the drug and also informing them that we can work together and help many people get rid of this disease, overcome this disease. And then my colleagues, Dr. Rubina and Dr. Chandrakant, they had been involved with so many patients who suffered with corona. They unrelentlessly, without any threat, without any fear, they have really treated so many patients. They would share their experiences themselves. And then comes Dr. Ravichan and Dr. Naresh Chand, who came up and they did the clinical trials. We have got the drug evaluated by one of the country's premier institute called National Institute of Pharma Education and Research, a Government of India institution in Kolkata. They worked very well in understanding the contents of the drug and then their action, and also in vitro studies in which they confirm the cell cytology and the cell viability. They said this drug is absolutely safe and harmless. This drug will not interfere or play any nuisance with the human body, number one. And the moment we say it is safe, so when there is no side effect, the first question comes up in our mind, whether it is effective or not. And then the effectiveness of the drug was also studied and established in the in vitro studies, that it has got immense potential in killing the virus, and the virus it was inhibiting the virus replication. they observed, and that study report has prompted us to undertake clinical trials. And this clinical trials was conducted by Dr. Ravichand and Dr. Naresh and their team. They conducted it and upon 50 subjects, and they will share the success story, how the clinical trials went very well and proven that whatever the in vitro studies have shown, the results are correct. Out of the 50 subjects, none of them developed any adverse reactions, number one, which proves the safety of the drug. And then the efficacy, the disease was resolved in 7 to 10 days. So this is a good achievement we all could do. Probably in times of turmoil, when the whole world is searching for an answer, we from India and the bulk drug capital of the world, Hyderabad, the pride of Hyderabad is a Kohinoor. I am a Hyderabad, is a Kohinoor of India. And Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana, we could show the world a path. We could achieve this, and this is done with the support of all the general public and scientific community. I thank all the people who are here, and now I want Lasya to start. Take over. Thank you all. The purpose of me requesting Lasya that I would conclude is, I thought it will be a great honor for me if I can thank Dr. Venugopalachari garu, because he has taken time and pains in coming over, understanding everything, and giving us his blessings. Professor Javed Iqbal garu, who had been the inspiration and guiding force from day one we started working on this drug. He had been involved and at every step making of the dossier, sending it to governments, interacting with everybody. And then Dr. Chandrakant, Dr. Rubina, who had been associated with so many patients without any fear. And then finally, the experts on the clinical trials, Dr. Ravichand and Dr. Naresh. Now, somewhere I am finding Dr. Srinivas Shankar Prasad. Srinivas Shankar Prasad is a consultant in MSME. He is here. He is our back office. He made us sign some agreements and proposals for medicinal and aromatic plantations across the country in few states, which he would be narrating. And then this is the supply chain management, the back office of the supply chain management we have organized with Government of India support. And Srinivas Shankar Prasad was very critical, and his role was very important. And then we have also signed agreements with Science Morph Private Limited to take the forward linkages of our medicines to the next few 6 states. They would be operating at least 30 clinics, and then they would be spreading their workforce across the states so that the delivery of medicine is done. See, we are in Hyderabad producing medicines. We need raw material coming from all over the country, and we need to spread the medicines delivery across the country. So the front end and back end both are tied up. The front end, Mr. Niranjan Reddy of Science Farm, if he is somewhere here, I would like to request him to come up on the dais, who is going to take the delivery of the medicines to the front end. Now I request Shankar Prasad to take few minutes before we go for lunch. Winner. ఆహారపు వస్తువుల యొక్క శక్తి వైరల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ని, బ్యాక్టీరియల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ నుంచి మనల్ని కాపాడటానికి మనం నిత్యం భోంచేసే ఆహారాల్ని మేళవించి శక్తిదాయకం చేసి ఆ శక్తి మిశ్రమాన్ని మీకు అందిస్తున్నాం. విన్నర్ తద్వారా మీ శరీరాన్ని వైరల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ నుంచి, బ్యాక్టీరియల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ నుంచి కాపాడుతుంది.
Hello everybody, this is Lipsika. Please subscribe to Kakatiya TV. Please subscribe to Kakatiya TV. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hi, nenu RJ Kajal. Subscribe to Kakatiya TV. Chala interesting updates and interesting content untundi Kakatiya TV lo. So definitely ga subscribe cheskondi and kinda kanipustunna bell icon ni kuda meeru nokkite meeku instant ga upload chesina ventane notification kuda vastundi kabatti do subscribe.